another 43, 2 right field.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Wait for the Garmin here. All right.
Good.
Okay, and we are 1, 1, 2, 3, so
Perfect.
they will hear me.
Perfect.
Mansfield traffic Cherokee through on November, taxiing from the Academy to the ramp, Mansfield. All right. Flight controls okay. Extra rich. We'll change tanks. Fuel pump on. Fuel pump off. And up to 2,000. Okay, suction looks good. Ammeter is charging.
Look at what's going on outside.
We're moving.
Yeah. There you go.
I guess we'll have to hold this.
Try setting it again. Pull up higher on it. There's different levels you can set it to. There you go. That's one of the things with the slippery ground.
Right.
It's going to want to do that on you a little. So there you go.
Okay. I'd have been in the grass probably soon. Okay, so that's all good. So we'll check our magnetos. Right. We're at 90. And we'll start at 20 on this one. That's fine. So go back and carb heat on. We'll drop today. And we'll come back to idle. And it still runs, so we're good. Alright, so check the flight controls. We switch tanks, power to 2,000, engine gauges, airspeed at 0.
Before you get too far ahead of yourself.
Uh-oh.
Engine gauges.
Oh,
There
sorry.
you go.
Right. So we still have 3 in the green right now, so we should be good. Okay. So we did check the suction and the ammeter. Those were fine. We checked the ignition switches, carb heat, instruments. So there we go. Airspeed is 0. Artificial horizon is level. I already changed this back to the altimeter to 122, so we're good. Turn coordinator's level. Heading indicator should be right, and it actually has changed since I last set it, I feel like.
Sometimes, this is like a more towards instrument and stuff, they actually tell you wait like 5 minutes from the engine running for that gyro to fully get spooled up. So within the first 5 minutes, it's normal for it to drift a little bit on us.
Okay. I mean, is it worth checking? Like, I check it over there and then I check it again here. Is that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Better to check it a couple of times and stuff like that.
Right.
And one good thing, a good habit to even get into is when you line up on the runway, you can look real quick. Compass is reading with the runway, and the heading indicator is still set.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? If you got, like, say you lined up on 1-4, and your compass is saying you're like 180 degrees, well, now you know something's majorly wrong with your compass and stuff as well, or that runway is pretty far off.
Gotcha. Okay. And then vertical speed is always reading just above 0, which I assume we'll talk about at some point. They're like, why does it do that?
So, basically, this is just a trend instrument. So kind of think of like, you know, the altimeter's like a balloon. If we go to the higher altitudes, the pressure around it decreases and it expands. So the altimeter's measuring the size of the balloon. The vertical speed measures the rate of expansion of the balloon. What can happen is it just basically, the gauge can be off. That's probably what this is for. I tried adjusting it before and it wouldn't adjust. The vertical speed's one gauge that we can basically just call this the 0 mark, wherever it is. So like if we wanted to do a 500 foot per minute climb, we would hold it at 550 feet per minute.
Right.
And that's really about it with that instrument.
Okay. Alright. And we're not going anywhere, so we really don't need to work on our comms and navs today. But I think we're fine there. So we can head. It looks like 1-4 might be our best. Actually, 3-2, sorry.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll go to 3-2.
Sounds good to me.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 on November, taxiing from the ramp to runway 32, Mansfield.
This is the stuff that we gotta just watch for, is this little scud stuff that's starting to move in.
Yep.
So we'll take off, we'll get up there, and if we don't like the way it looks, we turn around.
Alright, fair
Really
enough.
about all that we do. And if we have to, we can just stay in the pattern for a little while and practice all that good stuff.
Yeah. I did a nav log this morning to go to New Bedford, but I had a feeling that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Not the best day for it.
No.
Let's look around. John was reporting last. Oh, that's like... Oh, check. On my phone. Last 10:52, so not too long ago. And this one, check North Centrals. Worse and worse as the day goes, and it's supposed to get better and better as the day goes.
Right.
Right now it says it's scattered at 1200, broken at 1600.
Okay.
So, like I said, we'll get up there and take a peek at with these. It's probably these little wispy things that we're seeing.
All right. Fuel pumps on. Mixture is rich. And check my trim. I like to give it a little bit.
Cool.
Flaps are down. Pumps on the rubber tank. On. Engine is all in the green, so we're good. Off. Mixture set. Flaps are set. Set.
And doors good.
Doors, seatbelts. All right, I think we're good.
Cool.
For
now, just announce you're taking off, and we'll figure out what we're doing once we're up there.
Should I just say straight out departure, or just?
Just say you're taking off 3-2. Wouldn't be enough. No one's around.
Okay. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32, Mansfield.
Yeah, and don't forget that.
Oh, why is that off? I just should check that.
It's on now.
All right.
Cool.
Birds. All right. Full power. Airspeed's alive. 3 in the green. Rotate. And we'll turn to 29 here. Thinking that the next couple of weeks is going to be really nice with all the leaves changing and everything.
Yeah, you can see it starting to.
Yeah.
Like, if you move further up north too, the more colors and stuff you'll see earlier on.
Right.
All right, let's see where these clouds at. All right. Pick. It was definitely a lot lower than it was like literally half hour ago.
Yeah. It's pretty low actually.
Yeah, so keep it at like 1,000 feet, turn to a downwind, do some pattern work.
All right.
Scratch the hood work.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, entering left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
Now, if you can't keep your 500 feet below in, Class Echo, say we're at 1,200, It looks like they're at least 500 feet above us right here.
Right.
So we're pretty good. But if they get like lower or anything, we can drop it down about 800 or 900 feet. 800 will keep us in class Gulf airspace. We'll only need 1 mile visibility, clear clouds. And honestly, though, if it gets any lower than that, probably where we'll call it.
Yeah.
Hopefully this little wispy stuff will just push by. Because you can see there's really not much to these clouds. You can see right around them and all that kind of stuff.
Huh.
All right, do a normal landing first, get a feel for how it is, and then we'll start working on some more of the soft fields, short fields, engine outs, all that good stuff.
Sweet. Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 November, turning left base, runway 32, Mansfield. Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 November, turning final, runway 32, Mansfield.
See, the rain really isn't too bad to fly
No.
through. What's nice is, like, earlier it was nicer. The clouds are up at 3,000 feet. It was still raining just the same as it is right now, but a lot of the clouds are up at 3,000 feet. So you can have rain or precipitation, but still have enough room to go do some local flying and stuff like that.
Sure.
I wouldn't want to do a cross country all the way to Keene, you know,
Alright.
down at 2,500 feet the whole time, but...
Yeah. Then if you have an issue, then you're pretty low and...
Exactly. But for local work and stuff like that, or like if we wanted to hop over to like Plymouth or Taunton or something, it really wouldn't be that bad.
Right.
Nice landing.
That was one of my best.
This air bugs you, let me know. Trying to get it to like defrost. I've had the defrosters on for a while, but it doesn't get everything.
I'm definitely at the point where, like, I think, like, I definitely feel the changes I should be making when I'm trying to land.
Yep.
I remember when I didn't feel anything, I just was trying to land.
Like I said, a lot of when you're at the point of doing like in-flight maneuvers and stuff, we can teach you how to do them, but not necessarily as much as you think. You're kind of teaching yourself what the pressures feel like, what the sight picture feels like, and you're kind of just learning that through experience and repetition, trying it.
Right. Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 on November, clear runway 32, taxiing back to runway 32, crossing 0422 La Grasse, Mansfield.
Kind of like if you kind of think back to when we first started flying and, you know, mainly focusing on pattern work side of things and stuff, or anything really. Why I said, like, I'm going to let you make the small mistakes.
Right.
Let you overshoot that base to flying and let you accidentally flare just a little too much where it's not going to be the smoothest landing, but it's not going to damage the airplane or anything, you know, and it's going to, that's going to be what you're learning from. They're learning some of what to do and some of what not to do.
Oh, makes sense.
Now, on a day like today, if we use the grass, this is where you'd really want to be on those soft field techniques a lot.
Right. But with an asphalt runway, I mean, there's no reason to use the grass unless the wind is like...
Well, if the wind's even favoring the grass, to be honest with you, we're going to start working on it, hopefully before winter, because it gets closed for the winter.
Right.
I wanted to spend a lesson at least on there with you so you get the experience that grass, when it's dry and nice, is actually like a little more forgiving than the pavement. It'll make a landing feel even smoother than it really was and everything for you. A little more exciting too.
Yeah, sure. There's a cool factor to the grass.
Exactly. The weird thing is, each airport, each grass runway is a little different. Pretty much paved runways are like, all right, they're paved, the surface conditions probably not terribly different as long as it's not like a brand new compared to like a 20-year-old runway.
Right.
But grass is one of those things that could be completely different wherever you go. How frequently it gets used, if it gets rolled out, that kind of stuff. Like when C.C. Pocock was here with the bush plane, we were landing on the grass right here between the center line, between the taxiway and the runway.
Right.
So we were just setting the plane down on flat surfaces of grass and stuff, and with those big Tundra tires, it can take it and stuff.
Right. That's pretty cool. Alright, mixture's rich, fuel pump's on. Trim is set, flaps are down. Double check the engine gauge. Changed again. Alright, that's set. And alright, I think we're ready to go again.
Alright, let's do give me a short field takeoff and a short field landing on this one. What I'll have you do is just kind of talk me through what you're doing while you're doing it.
Yeah, I have to talk it through, otherwise I'll never remember when I'm doing it.
That's fine.
So I'm going to give, so 2 notches of flaps here. We're going to get on there. When I call to depart, I'm just going to say slight delay. And then we'll go brakes, full power, and we'll let go and climb at V of X and then to V of Y.
Cool.
Sound right?
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, slight delay. Off we go. We'll take up as much as we can here. Sure it's in there fully, and full throttle. And everything's in the green.
Perfect.
And we'll...
Then you can see too, the tack's not coming up anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
That's one good thing to look at. Make sure you're at that full RPM, which we are. So we're good to go.
Okay, off the brake. All right rudder here. Airspeed's alive, still 3 in the green. And I think we're clear, so we can push it down.
Good. Now just keep it a little bit more to your left. Say if you look down out your left window.
Yeah.
We just drifted just a little.
I'll turn to 29.
There you go. you can let her come up to 74 knots. Got plenty of distance over your obstacles. And the only thing to keep in mind, the inside scale is knots on this airspeed indicator.
Mansfield traffic Cherokee, through in November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
Good, so let that nose port, get it up to VY, because you're still at VX right now.
Huh.
There you go, and then nice and smoothly take them flaps out.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why I was going so slow.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Alright, so let's do another short field landing. Well, not another, it'll be our first today, but
Right.
Let's do a short field landing. Kind of talk me through how you're going to set the plane up for a short field landing.
I don't know. I'm just going to try and come in as slow as I can, and maybe aim for the front of the runway.
Okay.
So I get as much of it as possible.
All right. Basically, kind of treat it like a normal approach. You know, try to keep yourself at a nice distance and everything, and same altitudes and everything. And then when you're coming in on final, what you're going to do is come in then a slower than normal approach speed. So typically we're coming in at that 70 knots on final,
Right.
about that 80 mile an hour mark. So when you're coming on a short field, come in about 65 knots, even just a hair slower. That's going to do is it's going to keep our angle of attack higher, so that way we're basically using the power to hold us in the air. So that way when you cut the power back to idle, it's not going to want to float as much as it would normally. Not that this plane really floats too much anyways, but... And then what are we going to do once we're on the ground?
We're going to put flaps down immediately, and we should brake hard, but I don't know how great an idea that is today.
So, you can feel it out. Like, you can be pretty aggressive with them still. Like I said, it's not terribly slippery or anything, but just play it on the safe side, be nice and gentle with them a little, and go. Looking good. Keep it coming in just like you are. The reason that you're not landing is you got
Too much power.
Yeah, cut it right back to idle. You don't need to land with any power. The soft field, the one that you can keep a little power in.
Right.
Short field, cut it right back, let it down. Alright, try it again.
Yep, that was not my best.
You'll feel like, if you kind of almost feel like you had to force it on the ground,
Yeah.
that's because you had the power and it still wants to fly.
Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 November, clear of runway 32, taxiing back to 32 Mansfield.
That's not working as good as I thought it would be.
Too cold?
No, I'm not. I was just trying to, it's not really getting that little section off down here that I've been
Oh,
trying
I
to,
see, right, yeah.
like right where I'm looking out the window on the landings and stuff. Wipe it off quick.
Last week I did that one much better.
Total traffic, Cessna 48990 is about 1 mile to the east. About to enter a 45 for a 33.
Alright, mixture rich, fuel pump on. Lights are on.
Total traffic 990 is on a 3/4 mile 45, about to turn downwind midfield for 33 Plymouth.
Why is this changing so much?
Because when we're on the ground and you're taxiing at low RPM, suction's dropping down to about 2 or 3.
I see.
So it's not holding itself spooled up quite as much.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Okay. Trim. Let's bring it down just a bit. And I think we're ready now.
All right.
So do that again?
Yeah, give me another short field takeoff and another short field land.
All right. 2 sets of flaps. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, slight delay.
Total traffic 990, turning left base 33 Plymouth.
All right. Brakes
Loud and clear,
set.
21 Yankee,
Full
48990.
power.
Visibility is probably about 5, 6 miles.
Tack is stop.
light
3 in the
scattered,
green. So I think
layer
we're ready to
about,
go.
1100
All right.
feet.
Off we go.
Total traffic 990, turning final 33 Plymouth.
Airspeed's alive. Still 3 in the green. And
There you go.
decks.
So you keep holding that 65, and now, right here, you're already over your obstacle. So
Right.
let that nose forward.
Nose forward.
Start bringing it up. There you go.
And we can get our flaps in. And now we can be at 74. And we'll turn to 29.
There you go.
Yeah, big difference with the flaps up.
Yeah. Thing is, the flaps will help us get our altitude in a shorter distance over the ground and everything, but once you're up in the air
Right.
and you're clear of your obstacles, now it's just basically taken away from your climb rate.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left crosswind to left downwind. Runway 32, Mansfield.
Three one Yankee 990 taxiing back. Can you hold your place?
Roger.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left crosswind for runway 32, Mansfield. Yeah. Mansfield traffic, Turkey 3 on November, final runway 32, Mansfield.
All right, so right here you got a nice approach set up. So bring in the last notch of flaps, get it set, get the plane trimmed out. Literally trim it to the point that this plane's just going to hold 65 knots for you. Then you won't have to fight it the rest of the way down. It'll be doing its own thing. So keep aiming like for the very beginning of the runway. And what we'll do is we'll try to touch the mains down right around the numbers.
All right.
And so keep aiming for that. And if we get in ground effect and it's going to want to land, just add a little bit more power. And the idea is we're going to find just that right power setting that's going to hold you in the air, and not too much that we're building up speed. And once we pass over, like say where the see where the threshold markings are,
yeah,
and those like square boxes, rectangular boxes. When we get about those, bring the power back, and it should be setting itself down right on those numbers. So this is a beautiful approach right here. So even get in that ground effect. Now hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Now like right here, just cut the power right back to idle. Keep it up. See that? Now dump those flaps. Hit the brakes. Nice. See, you can stop this thing really short if you want to.
Yeah.
Especially, we're obviously simulating this, so we don't need to be like really aggressive on it or anything. But if you were, more aggressive on the controls, and so you could see that this thing would pretty much do just fine. You can get in and out of a pretty short runway with this.
Yeah.
The hard parts, actually, believe it or not, at least for me, it always was the takeoff, getting out of a really tight field.
Yeah.
The landing, this thing you can stop pretty quick if you know what you're doing. It's the takeoff that the plane's going to need the performance for. Now, there'll be other factors in real life, too, like if you have taller trees or high-tension wires or anything weird like that. Like, this is a nice, easy approach where we can get nice and low right over the beginning of the runway. And that's not always going to be the case. Now, did I ever give you that blue checklist, and it's got stuff like a passenger briefing on it and all that kind of stuff, and a departure briefing? And
is that the one that has like the maneuvering stuff on it?
yeah, like the minimums with the ACS, like the tolerances and everything. And
I think you gave me that. I don't know where it is though.
All right. So if you can't find it, just let me know. And what we can do is I can give you another one. I got a whole bunch of them. But kind of start thinking now about your check ride. Literally, always keep thinking check ride. Real life scenario stuff in the sense of what you could be doing. Make sure you're prepped and everything for it. So now this is something that you're going to do on your check ride. We're going to talk about it when we get over here. Is the departure briefing. Not something I would do with passengers, to tell you the truth.
Gotcha.
So the departure briefing is going to consist of this. You're going to tell the examiner, like when you're on the day of your check ride, you're going to be telling them that you're going on your cross country for the first portion, typically. So we're taking off, we're going to turn to this heading, climb to this altitude, and that's pretty much your departure briefing. Here, if you're staying in the pattern, your departure briefings are staying in the pattern. You're going to climb out at a speed or anything. And you don't have to do it on every single takeoff, but at least the first one, you're going to brief engine loss scenarios.
Yeah.
So you're going to there's 4 of them. If in the event that I lose an engine on the takeoff roll, what would you do? So like you're rolling down the runway and you lost your engine.
Well, we wouldn't try and take off. We would just roll and get off the runway.
Right. We'd stop, we'd hit the brakes, and then if we had, roughness or engine failure, we'd shut the plane down. We'd cut the mixture off, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Now, what if we rotated?
Well, and then it shuts off?
Yeah.
Well, depending on how high we are, I guess if we're low enough, I'll try and land straight ahead. And
right. Perfect. So if we have runway remaining in front of us, we're going to land straight ahead and shut it down. Pretty obvious.
Right.
Now, what about the next scenario?
Yeah, so I've looked around on Google Earth here. Going this way, there's actually not a whole lot that past there. I guess we could try and get to the freeway.
Yep.
If we could. But
and if you think about it, then kind of nice thing about the noise abatement, it is kicking you towards the freeway.
Yeah. So I think both sides. Although I think there might be a grass patch over there, but I can't remember. But probably freeways might be the best bet again.
Now, what altitude would you attempt to turn around to the airport?
At least pattern altitude, I guess. Maybe 1,000 feet.
Okay, good. That's a good answer. Anything below that, There's a reason they call it the impossible turn. It's actually really difficult to get back and everything. So for your first initial takeoff, that's what you're going to be doing, is getting in the habit of just briefing those 4 scenarios. And you can do it as quickly as, if I have engine failure on the takeoff roll, I'm just going to stop and shut the engine down, check everything out. If I rotated and I have runway remaining, I'm going to land, and then I'll shut the plane down. And then if we are, we don't have enough runway remaining and I'm below 1,000 feet, I'm just going to pick something straight ahead and land. And if I'm above 1,000, I'll attempt to turn around to the airport.
Right.
And then always keep in mind too, each airport's going to be different with this, intersecting runways and stuff, and any runway is fair game. You don't have to make it all the way back around to 3-2. You can bank it around for 1-4. Or you could switch over to like 0-4 or 2-2 the grass, because if you picture on that heading at 290, it's actually probably going to be a little easier to come around for runway 0-4 the grass here in this scenario than it would be to loop all the way back around and line back up with even a 1-4.
Sure.
And stuff. So those are all different options. The hard part is you've got to really be thinking on your feet and stuff.
Right.
So, all right, let's give me another short field takeoff. We'll do another short field landing.
Okay. 2 notches of flaps, fuel pump on, mixture rich. Okay, everything else should be good. And Mansfield traffic check 3 in November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, slight delay. Alright, full brakes on, and throttle up. Back is stopped. Cool. Everything's in the green, so let's go.
Alright.
Airspeed's alive. 3 in the green.
Alright, you lost your engine. What are you going to do?
We're going to go down.
So put the nose down, bring it right down. There you go. Now flare it out. Now, keep it back. Don't rush it, but good. The biggest thing is, because a lot of people do it, is you lose an engine right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I need to get some altitude.
Right.
And that's where it gets dangerous, because then you're going to hit that stall speed, you're just going to come right back down. So it's really counterintuitive, and you do pretty good with it, is just not to pitch up even harder, to let that nose forward, bring it right back down. It's a nice quiet day today. Figured we'd try it.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Bring us around, we'll do a real one this time.
No problem. Mansfield traffic check 3 November, crossing 0422 to the grass, taxiing back to runway 32 Mansfield.
This is, minus the rain, I could do without the rain. But this is my kind of weather.
Yeah.
Temperature, like throw a sweatshirt on, you're nice and warm.
I love this too. Yeah, being from Arizona, where this didn't happen very often.
Yep.
I love these days here.
Yeah, that in-between stage between summer and winter.
Yeah.
The last couple of years, we really haven't even had much of a fall. It's been like summer and then winter.
Huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, last winter was terrible. It lasted forever.
Yeah, we had those 2 weeks where it was like negative 20 degrees.
So cold.
Oh, it's cold and the dog doesn't even want to go outside.
Yeah. We have this little tiny chihuahua, and like when it snows a lot, she just like drops into the snow and then you can't see it anymore.
We used to have when I was younger, a miniature pincher.
Yeah.
And I can remember one time, we opened the garage door, and we had gotten like one of those storms that was like 2 or 3 feet of snow. And the dog sits there, just looks up at the snow, looks at us, and then just pees on the garage floor and walks back in the house. And I was like, I can't even get mad at you for that, because there's no way if you're going anywhere in that.
Alright, birds, watch out. Alright, so we'll go 2 notches flaps again. Extra rich fuel pump on. Good. Fuel. That looks alright. There. Okay. Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 on November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, slight delay. Don't see anybody on final. I thought I was doing something horribly wrong when you grabbed the controls.
No.
Brake set, full power. Back is stop. 3 in the green. Alright, so here we go.
Now see how much of an illusion, if you look straight ahead, those clouds are, how it looks like they're slanted?
Yeah.
You go up on a really cloudy day, you know, where visibility gets low, and it's ridiculous how much your body will start looking at that like a horizon.
Oh, really?
That's what we can, you'll hear the term false horizons and stuff like that. And it's little stuff like that that the clouds can do and stuff that sometimes, you know, if you don't know how to read your instruments and you really were in some really crummier weather down a couple miles visibility and you see something like that, you can almost start aligning yourself to it without even realizing it.
Right.
If you didn't know how to trust your gauges and everything.
Mansfield traffic Cherokee 3 on November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
Now see, like right here, just keep it at 800, 900 feet, it's fine. Keep you out of these clouds and stuff. And
Alright.
Wesley traffic, 20 better tow, short final 25, Banner Drive 25, be circling for 32 to land, Wesley.
I'm going to try to go a little earlier here.
yep. That's a good decision because you're already at a lower altitude and stuff, so it's fine to turn that base a little sooner and keep you a little tighter.
Wesley traffic.
Alright, now your last short field looked good, so what I want you to do on this one is let's make it a soft field.
Okay.
So with this one, just don't rush the landing. When you get in, keep coming in like 65 knots, just like on the short field, we're coming in a little bit slower. And when you're over the runway, come in with a little bit of power. Just slowly bring the power out, slowly keep bringing the nose up. Slowly bring the power out, bring the nose up. Power out a little, nose up a little. Power out a little, nose up a little. and you're just trying to land in that nose high attitude. And even if you touch down with a little bit of power left in, that's okay. We're just going to let it roll out. Like that first landing you did today, that's kind of what you're aiming for.
Right.
There you go. So keep a little power in. A little more. See, now just hold this for a little bit. Bring it right down to that runway. Bring it over. Bring it a little lower. Look at the end. Now slowly bring the power out. Slowly keep bringing that nose up. A little more right rudder. A little more there. See that?
Yeah.
That's like a really good soft feel right there. That was beautiful. Nice job. Now keep the flaps up. Remember, that's going to keep us nice and light.
Oh, that's right. And then the note. Yep.
Right. You can hit the brakes and we'll get off here. But good. That's exactly how you want to do it, just like that. Like I said, just don't rush it. Keep that power in and just slowly keep walking it out and everything. You're not looking for these to be really short or anything like that. So we'll go back and we'll do a soft field takeoff and do another soft field landing, and I'll have you kind of try it without me talking this time.
All right.
Mansfield traffic, mid-flight 3 lifting at the ramp. We'll be taking 22 for departure to the west.
That was here, yeah?
Yep. Probably an accident on the highway or something.
Is that a helicopter?
Yeah, that was mid-flight.
Mid-flight, okay.
Usually when they're going, it's not good news.
Right.
I mean, I have to imagine they're doing some training and stuff too, other than just
traffic,
responding to calls.
Departing 22 now to the west, Mansfield.
Right.
There goes mid-flight, so we'll give him a second, let him get some room.
Right.
Okay, so kind of talk me through how are we going to do a soft field takeoff.
So we'll have 2 notches of flaps again.
Okay.
I'll be holding the yoke back, which we'll get up a little bit earlier than we should, so we'll be in ground effect, so I'll push the nose down.
Okay.
And then once we get a little speed, we'll go to V of X and then to V of Y, just like short field.
Sure. Perfect.
That's how it sounds in my head.
Yeah. You'll do fine if you can do the short fields. You can do these. These are, to me, a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Get off earlier and stuff. Keep it in the ground effect. Adds a little excitement.
All right. I did 2 last week by myself. That didn't seem terrible. I think it's really.
But you can still see that, you know, even though it's raining out, it's a little wet. We got some lower clouds. It's still safe to come up here. You know,
right.
You don't ever want to push that margin of safety and stuff. But like honestly, if I had my private pilot's license and was just going to come fly for fun, I'd probably stay home on a day like today. But you know, for pattern work and practicing this kind of stuff, it's not bad. I mean, even if it was like, oh, you know what, I haven't practiced short fields and soft fields for a while and stuff. Because you think about when you get your license, you're not going to be up here practicing this stuff all the time.
Right.
You're probably going to be using your plane to get from point A to point B and that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's good to get up and practice this stuff. And on a day like today, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, and there's no one else flying, so.
Yeah. All right, he should be clear.
Okay.
And we'll just keep an eye out for him.
All right. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, Mansfield.
Mansfield traffic, you got Med-3 landing at the Xfinity Center, just about 1 mile to the west, Mansfield.
There you got him in sight.
I got you in sight, 31 November. I see him.
They have a touch-a-truck event there or something like that today?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. There wasn't a ton of traffic.
Actually, that was over the radio. I was asking him. He didn't respond. There was fire trucks and ambulances, and like they had the boom up, and there's a whole crowd. Look when we go over, you'll see them.
All right, full power.
Either that or someone's having a heart attack down there.
Hold the yoke back. Airspeed's alive. Coast forward.
Now see, try to keep that center line. Keep that left wing down a little more. There you go.
And now we'll climb via Vex. And we're clear. Now we'll go.
See him landing right there in that field?
Oh yeah.
But see, they have that whole event, which is why I don't think this is like a medical emergency.
Right.
I mean, who knows? Someone literally could be having a heart attack or something weird, but
That's yeah.
it doesn't look like an event that you'd get seriously injured enough to get a med flight.
That's a real short med flight. Mansfield traffic Turkey 3 in November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield.
I wish you could see this right now, but it's actually pretty cool, like the way the ripples and stuff from all the water in the parking lot from the helicopter hitting it. Like you can actually see how big of a radius it is around it. It's pretty impressive.
What is the Infinity Center? I don't even know what that is.
It's an amphitheater. They have concerts there.
Gotcha.
Airport, Taunton, Massachusetts. Automated weather observation 1619er Zulu. Wind 330 at 07. Visibility 10. Light rain. Sky condition scattered 2,300. Broken.
Oh, they're a little lower than 2,300 over here.
Yeah. Mansfield traffic Turkey 3 November, final runway 32 Mansfield.
Thought that was the right frequency. Could be wrong. Yep, I'm wrong.
Light rain. Sky.
Circle to land approaching you. Landing and departing runway 28. Note him. Thanks. Lost 4 flight service frequency. Hit 5.
We lost him. Now, just remember, keep the flaps up. Oh, God. That wasn't bad. Just keep the flaps up and don't rush the landing. You can carry a little more speed into that'll help you a little. But yeah, try it again. Just come in a little bit faster and don't rush the landing. Don't dump the flaps. what? That's right. I got these things. These bad Larrys. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find it. It was right there. Looking everywhere. I was going to steal a sticky note. What I want you to do is you're going to give me a soft field landing.
Yeah.
We're going to do this.
Not my airspeed.
You don't need that. Feel it.
I know. Okay. Message probably telling me to switch tanks, which I'll do. Jump on. I'll just leave it on. Rich. And short field landing. 2 notches. Looks good. Trim. Alright, so short field landing, we have 2, or we're doing a soft field, sorry.
Yep.
So 2 notches of flaps, full power, yoke back, we'll nose down once we are in ground effect, and then go VX to VY.
Good, and then just try to keep that center line as best as you can, even for the climb out and everything.
Alright.
And so the reason that we're doing the airspeed, we've done this before where I covered gauges up on you and stuff, is I want you to just literally, when you're coming in, you're across the threshold, you're on final, just feel what the airplane's doing. But these soft fields, coming in slower is not as big of a priority like it is on the short field, because you're not trying to hang this thing on the prop or anything like that on these soft fields. So just feel it out and just let it do its thing, and this is really a feel maneuver right here, the soft field landing. And if you keep your eyes outside the cockpit and everything, you'll grease it in every time.
Alright. Okay, well, here we go. No one's on final, so Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, Mansfield. Alright, full power. Three in the green.
There you go.
We're clear.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that whole event is.
I don't know.
Something with helicopters and fire trucks and police and all that good stuff.
Huh. Not a good day for it.
No.
Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left crosswind to left downwind for runway 32 Mansfield. Actually, let's come down a little bit there. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 3 November, turning left base runway 32 Mansfield.
Feel it out. A little power in when you get down lower, and then don't rush it. Just keep bringing the power out a little, nose up a little. Power out a little, nose up a little.
All right.
That, and just get the last notch of flaps in there. There you go. Not bad. That would pass on a check right off. You don't need too many of the gauges or anything like that to help you with them. Now we got time for one more.
All right. Still wanted that to be smoother, but
That wasn't bad. It's one of those maneuvers that you're just going to have to practice.
right.
When you were flying with Bill, did he ever tell you his little saying about practice?
Maybe, but I've forgotten it. That's
So,
all.
what's the saying? Practice makes.
Perfect.
In reality, you think you're ever going to be perfect?
No.
Practice makes better.
Yeah.
That's the kind of more truthful saying. I remember when I was going for my private, he told me that. He goes, go practice, because practice makes what? Like, practice makes perfect. He goes, no, you're not going to be perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect, but you can only get better at it.
Sure. I find practice fun, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Like the sun, amazing.
Nice if it just burnt through all of this, but I don't think that's going to happen today.
No. Thought it was supposed to be at least better VFR conditions later today.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
All right. Fuel pump on, engine is. That looks fine. Repeats off. Make sure that flaps. Trim. So do we want to do another soft field?
Either or, soft or short, I'll let you choose.
Well, let's do soft field. Alright. Mansfield traffic, Cherokee 31 November, departing runway 32 for left closed traffic, Mansfield. Nobody is on final. And full power. Airspeed's alive. Nose down. And VFX.
Have a little fun with it. Keep it down a little longer.
Okay.
Keep it down, keep it down, keep it down, keep it forward, keep it forward, keep it forward, keep it forward. Now bring it up. See? Have a little fun with the soft fields and stuff. Got the clear the 50-foot obstacle at VX and accelerate to VY down. because it looks like the clouds got a little higher.
Yeah.
But now it's raining even harder. And then you can see all this scud's about to move in over here behind us.
Oh yeah, I see it behind us.
Alright, see if you can make the runway.
Alright.
Wow.
Gonna trim here, and we're gonna go direct. Mansfield Driver Cherokee, 3 November, short final, runway 32, Mansfield. More trim. Oh, good. Let's get over there. I think I'm gonna make this now.
Alright. Now right here, what I'll have you do is give me a forward slip. Slip this thing in the rest of the way. Some of that altitude.
Wrong way.
There you go. Hold it all the way down. That's going to bleed off that altitude, not gain any speed. There you go. Not bad.
I think the center line moved.
Oh yeah. That's because Earth's rotating.
Yeah.
You know?
That wasn't my fault. Mansfield Driver Cherokee, 3 November, clear of all runways, taxiing back to the pumps, Mansfield.
Not bad. Not bad. Looking pretty good. Gotta get, you're at the same point Mike was when you walked in, you're talking to him. Just gotta get you on the schedule for some cross countries.
Yeah, looking forward to those.
Those, do your solos, do your night, and just check ride.
And I assume there's a lot of things I still want to practice quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're gonna go practice more slow flight, power on,
Yeah.
stalls,
Steep
turns, all that good stuff, ground reference maneuvers.
Yeah. Like a lot of that stuff I've only done once or twice.
So, I know Deb's on on vacation right now.
Yeah.
So, you can shoot her an email and tell her that you're looking to get on the schedule for some cross countries. I just don't know how quick she's going to get back to you. But we'll get you moving with those.
All right.